Your view, welcome to the show. I am Miriam Longe, and with me, as usual, are my beautiful co-host, Hajia Nimnim Akashat Zibiri. Nimnim, human rights activist. Yesterday, we're calling your name, to come and help us defend your sister.
I got a lot of messages on Instagram and other places saying they're calling you on the show. I went to, because I slept off actually. Yesterday was rest day and cook day. And then I went to watch. I did not hear my name. I said, they did not come. People should leave me alone.
In the beginning.
I thought people have already abused me. God save, but I did not hear my name. I would have sent people WhatsApp messages. It's okay. We're good.
How are you doing today?
I'm getting ready to be in Abuja tomorrow and Saturday for our Aure. I'm marrying an Hausa girl, my younger brother. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Super excited. Nice. Yes, I like the fact that I pressured that boy. He must get married quick. He says, Auntie, I'm taking my time. And I didn't know, he said, I will shock you. And he actually shocked me. He's a very good professional that he married, both matured. So I'm so proud of him. But I'm not going to mention tomorrow, maybe tomorrow if I change my mind.
We wish them all the best.
Wish them all the best. Yes. So your own is this weekend. My own younger sister's own is next weekend. It's same Abuja.
Oh, okay. Precious. How are you doing?
I'm good, though.
You know what's paining me?
What?
That we cannot see this full dress. The length of the dress is like this.
Very cute. I don't know what she's looking about. Hot.
This nonsense girl wanted to talk in today. She almost blinded me. She just went like this. I was like,
I don't know what they're talking about. Do you know what they're talking about?
Oh, they can guess.
So yesterday I had such a swell time. Like I'm blessed with the kind of friends I have. Friends that just have the money and just want to spend it. So my friend just invited us to a nice restaurant, one of the top restaurants in Lagos, to just come and early Christmas dinner. Just come and chop champagne or just ball. Man, I bawled. I said, life is good. If you don't have it at this morning, you don't have it. Have people around you that have it. So that's how it's done. You enjoy it. So I enjoyed myself, you know.
Delicious in the building.
Yo, only one Lagos girl, only one Lagos girl.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm doing very well. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to Prince Dr. Samuel Adedoyin. He's the chairman and CEO of Doyin Groups, you know, the Doyin Cubes and all of that.
Yes.
He's actually my friend, my godfather's father. So he's my grand-godfather.
Wow. Imagine that.
Yeah,
that gets connection.
Yes, his son actually contested for gubernatorial elections in Kwara State.
Okay.
But of course, I don't know if he's still going to press on. But happy 90th birthday, sir.
Wow,
We wish you all the very best. We cannot say more money because there's money. So long life, at least another decade.
And prosperity.
And
the one way they make it not spoil. You understand?
Without doing bus stuff for real.
You understand? And I also want to wish one of my very good daughters, Adekemi Adeyemo, happy birthday too. It's another year today for her. We December children, we are plenty, just like August. My own birthday is 27th of December.
My mom.
Guess what? I'm going to be on the show on that day into 3 Saturdays time. So, and I also want to talk about managing our health, because last Sunday I anchored Alaja Bola Mutiat Adediron's birthday, and I had a terrible headache as the MC. That first time in 14 years of my career as MC, I had to go and sleep at the back set because you know when you were praying that God, let me not slum, somebody's event. It was that bad. So I think that I had to rest. So Monday, Tuesday, yesterday I was home all through. But working from home is even more difficult because the calls and all of that. But I'm good, I'm fine.
Okay, we're happy about that. Let me quickly put into my help. Her birthday is today. Esther, you've just been such a wonderful addition to our family. We love you and we wish you the best and the best of your new year. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at today's papers. Stay with us.
Your view, right?
Aww.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
I find that the things that entertain me are the things that build my mind. I am seduced by success. I like fast cars and great houses and achievements. But more importantly, I like what success can achieve in the life of people. So I find that entertainment for me these days is anything that empowers and enlightens me and also entertains me in the process. So any hub or any platform that allows me to empower my mind and also entertain me in part are those things that lift me up and challenge me to be a better person.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to eSplash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha.
I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. eSplash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's eSplash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Thank you for staying with us. And now the newspaper reviews for this morning. We're starting with The Nation. And the major headline in The Nation: senators, reps rise against terrorism, banditry killings. Kidnapping terrorism to attract death penalty with concerted efforts will defeat insurgency, says General Musa. U.S. imposes visa restriction on violators of religious freedom. FEC approved MTEF project 50.74 trillion naira revenue for 2026. AMCON pays 3.6 trillion naira for toxic assets. CBN raises deposit limit withdrawal threshold. Nikondi versus First Trustees. FBN quest. Court suspends powers of purported receiver Abubakar Sulu Gambari. And at the bottom strip, we have Senate panel recommends clearance for ambassadorial nominees Oke, Are, and Dalhatu. What do we have in The Nation?
Let me start with that last one. The Senate yesterday recommended that the 3 recommended senators have been cleared, and they should go ahead to be appointed. So
recommended ambassadors:
Ambassador Ayodele Oke, Colonel Kayode Are, and Amin Dalhatu, who are the 3 initial nominees that the president had sent forward. The others, I don't know when the list will come up, but they these 3 got their clearance yesterday, and I hope the DSS have done with their clearance as well. And it was a heated session, breaking into what they had done in the past, with Oke going on and on as Miss Time when he was former NIA Director General. But it's okay, they've been cleared, and that's it.
Okay. So the United States has imposed visa ban on individuals who have directed, authorized, or supported violations of religious freedom. The restriction may also affect the other immediate family members. The Department of State, in a statement yesterday titled "Combating Egregious Anti-Christian Violence in Nigeria and Globally," said the United States was taking a decisive action in response to the mass killings and violence against Christians by radical terrorists, ethnic militia, and other violent actors in Nigeria and beyond. So also remember that President Donald Trump had set up a Congress meeting for that they should investigate and see what's going on. And that meeting so far, they also found out that they did some investigation. They raised Vicky Hatzler, chair of the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom. She told lawmakers that 20 to 1 Christians, as opposed to Muslims, are being targeted. That raised the issue of the 300 children that were kidnapped and other issues going on. And she's happy that the Nigerians are actually responding. The Nigerian government is responding by at least moving over 100,000 VIP police officers, back to base to help de-escalate the issue. But she has also recommended that targeted actions on Nigerian officials who have demonstrated complicity, visa restrictions, blocking US-based assets, and conditioning foreign and humanitarian aid on measurable accountability on issues like this. And she's also pushing that Nigerians should retake villages which have been seized from Christian families, Christian farming families, so that the children can go back and they can once again have a home.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I have the one on kidnapping, terrorism to attract death penalty with concerted efforts. It says we will defeat insurgency, says General Musa, and it says to strengthen the battle against terrorism and banditry. The National Assembly yesterday proposed stiff penalties for kidnapping and banditry and other forms of violence. The measures include imposition of death penalty on convicted kidnappers, financiers, and informants, ban on ransom payment, stoppage of negotiation with terrorists, and classification of kidnapping as terrorism. The Senate also took the hardline stance against the worsening wave of the kidnapping after the debates on the bill to seek the amendment of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. And this is also telling us that the purpose of the amendment is to designate kidnapping, hostage-taking, and related offenses as terrorism. Okay. So now that they are talking on it, and a lot of voices are on it, we hope that they will be able to amend this act and make people culpable, make them the offenders, make them face the law.
Fantastic. Let's look at the Punch. A major headline: abduction crisis. NAS asks federal government to name terrorism financiers. Miners reject governor's 6-month mining ban plan. AMCON repays 3.6 trillion naira loan to CBN. Abiodun presents 1.67 trillion naira 2026 appropriation bill to Ogun Assembly. Senate questions ministers on $30 million school safety project. Good. 22 Lagos PSP operators fired for underperformance. CBN ends cash deposit limits for bank customers. We have federal government unveils 54 trillion naira budget as debt service gulps 16 trillion naira. Voter registration review begins as INEC closes registration. U.S. company withdraws Nigeria's presidential jet from sale. And U.S. mulls visa bans over alleged Christian killings in Nigeria. Let's go on a short break. We'll come back, we'll continue with the papers. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Support the special seats bill for women.
I would like to support the special seats for women. One senatorial seat, one House of Representatives.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was the gist about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, he's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
real? No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always maintain.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter. Hope now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija,
your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to eSplash. I'm on the black app.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still looking at the papers.
So
Nima?
I wanted to take the PSP story because you know I've been on this for long.
Yes.
So Loma's managing director and executive officer, Dr. Muyiwa Gbadegeshi, was having a media party yesterday. He announced that 22 of their PSP operators, so PSP operators are private companies that are contracted by Loma to manage Lagos waste, and sometimes they fail. So we'll see waste lying everywhere around Lagos uncollected. So he says that they've had to let go of 22 of them and giving out their contracts to new operators, and that because they failed, they were ineffective, and so they have new people. And he says that he has people who monitor. They have a very strong monitoring team that monitor performances. Come and recruit me and join those monitors, because even though these new companies are taking over, the waste can be very annoying. It's still lying on our express roads, on the Oworo.
Why don't you approach him so that you can?
Yes. I will. Yeah. I will send him a private message.
Please.
You know, so all this while I've been talking because I expect that the PSP are also watching. Yeah. And so they will pick up their weight and do better. Yeah. Even our own PSP operator now comes once a week, and it comes, you know, at hours that you cannot. We're working hard to see that. You know,
okay. Yes. So the mining operators in the country have expressed strong opposition to the 6-month planned ban on mining activities announced by the 19 northern governors. The Mining Association of Nigeria warned that the decision would worsen insecurity rather than curb it, arguing that such measures have historically driven out legitimate operators, and created room for bandits and illegal miners to take over mining sites. The association's president, Dele Ayanleke, expressed a strong opposition view during an interview on Wednesday with Punch, and they also recalled that northern governors and traditional rulers on Monday called for a 6-month suspension of mine activities across the region, blaming illegal mining for the worsening insecurity of many states. And this association is saying, miners association is saying that is not the case, because when they ban this, the legitimate operators that have invested their money into coming to Nigeria to do this, they would be discouraged. And you know, like, regardless of what's going on, we keep praying for investors to still come into the country and do what they have to do.
That's something we have to figure out how to work. But Dami,
this one is saying Senate is questioning ministers on the $30 million Safe School project. And on Wednesday, the Senate intensified its probe into the collapse of Safe School initiative by summoning key government officials to explain why the $30 million scheme failed to protect Nigerian school children from relentless attacks. And amongst those invited were the Finance Minister and Coordinating Minister for the Economy, Wale Edun, the Education Minister, Tunji Alausa, and the Defense Minister, General Christopher Musa. The summons was issued by the Senate Ad hoc Committee on the Safe School Initiative, chaired by Senator Ojiuzo Kalu of Abia North, following the adoption of its work plan during its maiden sitting. Edun and other officials are to appear before the committee, and this idea was conceived in 2014 at the peak of Boko Haram school attacks. The Safe School Initiative was expected to fortify learning environments nationwide. But more than a decade later, after millions of dollars and billions of naira in funding, schools across the country remain vulnerable, with kidnapping cases surging. And of course, addressing the journalist, Kalu said that the Senate was determined to uncover why the initiative collapsed, despite substantial domestic and international backing. He says in his words, he says, it is unacceptable that our schools remain soft targets for terrorists and kidnappers. He said, noting that over 1,680 school children had been kidnapped and over 180 schools attacked since 2014. So I think that
we need answers.
$30 million is a whole lot of money not to be answerable to.
We definitely need answers. Let's quickly look at Daily Sun. Major headline in the Daily Sun: Nigerian Christians persecution. U.S. slams visa ban on supporters. We've taken that. FEC forecasts 34.33 trillion naira revenue, endorses 2026 to 2028 medium-term fiscal plan. CBN ends deposit restrictions, raises cash withdrawal cap to 500,000. Orji Kalu presides Senate probe of Safe School Initiative. We've repaid 3.6 trillion to CBN, says AMCON. Senate proposes death penalty for kidnapping as Terrorism Act amendment scales second reading. LP crisis deepens as Board of Trustees dissolves Nenadi Usman-led leadership and accuses interim committee of failure. What do we have in the Sun?
I have the bill for death penalty for kidnapping.
Yes, please.
So a bill titled Entitled Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Amendment Bill, sponsored by Senate Leader Okpemi Bamidele. Thank you, Senator, for finally responding to us. You know, was brought to the floor of the House and debated, and it was proposing for an amendment of the death penalty for every offender. So we are taking a story where myself and BC, where a terrorist was sentenced to 40 years in prison, and I was 20 years.
And he had done most of it.
Yes, and he had already done most of it. I was like, so whatever the provisions of the law is, usually would have guided what the court was prescribing. So we're proposing that it should be death penalty for that, and that proposal right now is on the floor of the House. I don't think there will be any argument against. And of course, they highlighted all the evils that have come from this. Kidnapping has become very lucrative for some people. Terrorism is now a word.
They are so brazen about it. They have TikTok videos. They are showing off their lives and everything.
And they are even dashing money to people.
Yes. So now, going forward, we will have, hopefully, once it's passed and signed into law.
So the Central Bank of Nigeria has overhauled its cash handling rules, removing all limits on cash deposits and raising the weekly withdrawal cap across all channels to 500,000 naira for individuals. The new policy, announced in a circular titled Revised Cash-Related Policies, and it was signed by Dr. Rita Siki, Director of Financial Policy and Regulations. You know, this is going to take effect on the January 1st, 2026. According to the Apex Bank, the changes are meant to moderate the rising cost of cash management, address security concerns, and curb money laundering risk associated with the country's heavy reliance on cash. The CBN also explained that earlier restrictions were introduced to push Nigerians toward electronic payment, but the need to streamline and update these provisions to reflect present-day realities became necessary. It also said that when you withdraw above the limit, for individuals, they'll charge you 3%, and then for corporate entities, they'll charge you 5%. And this money will be shared between the CBN and the banks at a 40-60 ratio. But then for withdrawal of ATM, it still remains 100,000 naira per individual, and then 500,000 naira weekly for individuals. Yes.
Okay. Our next paper, Nigerian Tribune. U.S. to restrict visas for Nigerians violating religious freedom. Ogun, one of largest contributors to non-oil revenue, Abiodun says. Osun withheld local government funds. Supreme Court delivers judgment tomorrow. 4 persons killed in fresh attack in Kogi. 38 Eruku abducted worshippers return home. Wow. We have transformed agriculture through institutional reforms, says Makinde. Senate summons finance, education, defense ministers. Over $30 million failed Safe School Initiative. We've taken that as well. NEC okays 100 billion naira for rehabilitation of security training institutions. And at the top, we've got Musa assures of winning war on insecurity as Senate confirms him defense minister. CBN raises weekly cash withdrawal limit to 500,000 naira, scraps cash deposit cap. Good. FEC approves 2026 to 2028 MTEF projects, 34.3 trillion revenue. So what do we have in the Tribune?
I have shippers decry excessive charges delay at Lagos ports. And shippers under the aegis of the Shippers Association of Lagos State SALS on Wednesday decried the current operating trade environment inside and around the Lagos ports, highlighting multiple levies, illegal checkpoints, container stoppages, delays, bureaucratic processes, and a system that punishes compliant importers and exporters. Speaking during the Shippers Day event, the Nigeria at the event that took place in Apapa, Nicodemus, the president of SAUS, Nicodemus Odolo, revealed the situation that it discourages Nigerians from importing and exporting goods, with the number of shippers currently in business declining daily due to harsh business environment. He said the celebration, which has at its theme challenges between revenue generation and trade facilitation, also saw presentations from the Nigeria Customs Service, NCS, Nigeria Shippers Council, and other operators. The SAUS president stated that his own cargo can stay in the port for 3 months because he wants to do the right thing, and whoever wants to do the right thing in Nigeria suffers, according to him. Those who want to do the wrong thing get the benefits. He also described the situation where police officers stop export containers on highways to query custom duties, and which is outside their mandate. He says standardization should be clear. One organization issues one document after testing. Once you get to the port, within a day, your cargo should be on board. But too many people are doing the same thing. What concerns police with the duty you pay? He queried. And I think this one, so I had a similar experience with VIO with my vehicle. The VIO said, oh, I couldn't get on the road with my vehicle. Police was just asking me for my driver license, road safety, and I was thinking at the point, everybody should synchronize and let Nigerians know that this is the rule and this is the way we should follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have another?
Yeah, so bandits on Wednesday morning launched another deadly attack in Yaba East local government area of Kogi State, leaving 2 residents dead. So when this happened, they had called on the police, and the police got to the scene, and the bandits ran into the forest. The youths now were telling the police people that they should chase the bandits, they should chase them chase after them into the forest. And when the police, they were taking their time, the youth started to protest that why people not chasing these people into the forest. And from there, things got out of hand. So the police now mistakenly killed 2 of the youths, and then they now discharged their tear gas, which it could really cause serious injury to a lot of people. A community leader, his name is Mr. Chief David Oni Sunday, was the one that was, reporting all this. And he said that it is unfortunate that the youths who are also assist the security agents in fighting the bandits did something else, and it resulted to for them losing 4 people, 2 from the bandits and 2 from police officers. But that security men have now been drafted to Yaba to chase the bandits away. Even the bandits occupying their mining sites have been neutralized by the security operatives. This is so sad, because they're trying to do the right thing, loss of lives and people injured. Our heart goes out to them.
Yeah, we need to find better ways to handle this. We can't keep having these self-inflicted casualties. Thank you. That's all we can take from the papers this morning. Let's go on a short break. When we return, we'll move to our hot topic. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Please. That, of course, is Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for
you already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We cash. The game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide,
with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land. Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
To keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect,
Sound, are you ready?
and the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one.
Thank you for staying with us. So yesterday we dissected the saga surrounding a music legend, Tubaba, and this table is still recovering from the heat of that discussion. But today we move from one legend to another, a man who has consistently delivered some of the most dramatic, unforgettable storylines on this show, King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, Kwam. Over the weekend, an unexpected scene unfolded on stage when Kwam's estranged baby mama, a familiar face in Nollywood and a star actress in her own right, appeared with her 15-year-old son during his performance. What follows was a moment Nigerians cannot stop talking about. Kwam looked surprised at first, almost caught off guard, but in seconds he warmed up, embraced the moment, and even sang affectionately for the boy and his mother. Many saw it as an attempt at peace, maturity, and perhaps reconciliation. But the real twist came from the boy himself, who seemed visibly uneasy, shy, withdrawn, almost unsure of how to respond to the sudden spotlight. And then came the reactions. Social media exploded. Celebrities, especially in Nollywood, began congratulating the mother, celebrating her courage, her journey, and the emotional weight of that moment. Some praised her for standing strong. Others hailed her for keeping the door open for her father and son. Critics, however, questioned whether a stage performance was the right place for such a deeply personal reunion. So, ladies, what really happened on that stage? Was it a genuine moment of healing or a public performance for applause? And why did celebrities rush to congratulate the mother? Would like to hear your thoughts as well, so our viewers can join the conversation on 0201 635 2013 or 090 241 63440, and you can tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC, and you can also stream live on YouTube as well. Ladies, we saw this video, we saw the immediate applause, in fact immediate congratulations for her, and then later we start hearing different parts of the stories. We now seeing context. Nima and Dami are here to break it down, because this is it has some cultural undertone, I guess, that we also need to unpack. So, Nima, what happened? Culturally, what did we miss? Those of us that don't know.
Not culturally, any woman that born child are born child.
Okay.
No, culturally, in African culture, we don't have an illegitimate child. Child na child. Now you both bring documents, come the legitimate son, the illegitimate son.
Legitimize.
So now, I don't see the culture here, but I saw a very, very, very bad case of abandonment. A very, very terrible, because I'm a fan, I always say it, of the art. But you see this behavior, not a fans, you know, of a bad case of abandonment, lack of maturity, self accountability.
Nima, please give us some
the history
background.
that I know.
Yes.
That I know is that this woman had been in the limelight, claiming that she has a child for this man. Out of respect, just allow my lack of name and title, out of respect, because I'm trying to be as modest as possible and don't get too emotional, but this thing is an emotional talk.
Okay.
You know, she born the child, she claimed over the years. Now we can't do photo DNA. The child have his nose. He have the ear. Is the 10th birthday. I will follow story.
I did.
That 10th birthday, we did photo DNA. That this boy is his son. He cannot possibly not be his son because he looks like them. The photo DNA that we did, he still did not accept publicly that this child was his.
They do look alike, though.
I feel somewhat the way it was done at a performance, not his own performance.
He denied that child completely.
All through the years. Not publicly ever accepted this child. It has never come to the public that we have been following this story. That he have said at any point, maybe through his office, to release a statement that this is my son. Yes, we did not start well. Acknowledge the suffering of the mother. Acknowledge what you have put her through. And say, okay, this is my son. I have failed him. I have accepted him. I want to do better. That's where we were waiting for Sisu. They don't say the boy should go and greet him inside Paris. That he was singing another person's Paris. Are we party money? They do burial for his mother now. They did not acknowledge the boy at that point. He had his own parties that he has done. They didn't acknowledge the boy. Somebody else's party that you are performing at. They now say, okay, go and greet your father, because that was normal thing. The mother can say, okay, greet your father. The boy approached him. Did you see the video of the approach?
Yes.
Thank God to Emirati. She looked the camera on standby. He have all the angles. Emirati gave us all angles by. Okay. So he went and as he approached him, he was acting funny. Those people that usually whisper in his ear were now saying somebody. So I was like, your own child. That's the painful part, because those people had to whisper something for him to get what was happening. The boy had already gone full flat, Yoruba boy, on the floor. When the boy was rising, they have already told him. That was when he now, he was even not like, okay, what was painful? Recounting it is a bit painful. That's when he now used one hand to drag the boy near body. I was like, what's happening here? You know? Yeah. I felt for that boy. The mother might have thought she was doing something right, but she fully pushed the boy in this embarrassing situation because
we will look at it further. Let's just get initials of. Okay. Let me hear Amaka.
No, don't hear me.
No, let me tell you I want to hear you. Okay. So because of time, because I know that when I'm about to hear Dami, we may have to spend some time. So just tell me your initial thought. Let's say as an outsider, what you thought.
So yes, I don't understand this new trend of performing at other people's events, doing your own private matter, proposing at other people's events, acknowledging your child, didn't acknowledge things before at other people's events. Like, it doesn't make sense. You might as well have hugged the boy and continued the job that they paid you. Yes, now, do you understand? You didn't have to make it about yourself. So I don't understand this new trend.
Was it him that made it or the mother that
No,
made
you can hug the boy, whisper into his ear, and then continue your performance. You were paid for it. You don't have to now start praising the boy and the mother and every other drama.
He did not praise the boy. That song he didn't praise. It wasn't a praise.
So, but all the drama and all the things now that now became personal to him at someone's event. No, but that's all right. Then secondly, we need to. What's this boy's emotional state?
Thank
you. You know, you can see that the boy is shy and he was clearly embarrassed and everything. But he also being you can say, well brought up young man, you know, he prostrated, greeted his dad and everything. I feel for him.
Okay.
But it's not just about the healing, fine. The mother that decided to push her son to go and greet the father that has not acknowledged his sins at someone's event, I don't even understand that one.
Yeah.
Then lastly, it's not just about the healing and the public performance. When the camera now goes off, this is a father that has not acknowledged or taken care of his child over the years. Then? What happens when the lights are off? Because this social media, this playing to the gallery and as this social media thing that is going on now, like it's getting out of hand.
Yeah. Dami, break it down.
Okay, let's go to the Cisco level, down below. When you go down, you find kudo. First of all, I'll say it's an act of irresponsibility, gross irresponsibility at that. Because if we are going to look at it as a traditional person coming from the Yoruba descent, I think that it's been too much of our people, our fathers have this kind of behavior, neglect their children over the years, then something just pops up and you feel that, oh, it's okay, Omotibowale. What's the meaning of Omotibowale? Did Omo travel? Did the boy ever travel? The boy never left Nigeria. His mother was sick in 2022. She was diagnosed with brain tumor. This man never showed up. She sold 2 of her cars. Story that I know because I'm a part of Nollywood. This man didn't show up. She took care of that boy single-handedly with the help of well-meaning Nigerians. This man still did not show up. Then it's not his fault though. I grossly blame those people in that surrounding who did not use their initiative, who did not apply their common wisdom to say this was not the appropriate place to do this thing. The boy could have been there. He didn't also know the boy was there. So yes, it is not his business. They didn't come to that party for reconciliation. Your reconciliation should have been done outside of that party if truly you were going to reconcile. It showed to me that the man didn't care. Because for you not to recognize your son, we saw your countenance, we saw the surprise, we could read the room that you didn't even know until yes, they mentioned, they whispered, and you were taken aback like like the boy have grown so much, and you are still in this life, and you are in this Nigeria. It's not as if the boy went to Amsterdam or went to, and the son said, oh, the child has come back home. The child never left home.
He didn't lost.
The child was here.
Was he missing?
You knew his mother. She had been agitating since day one. You didn't publicly acknowledge the boy.
In the world of DNA.
You have fleet of children. Out of all of the children you acknowledge, you didn't acknowledge this boy. And that is the woman's only child as we still speak. So did you expect, if we take 15 years from now, and we can imagine the mother's age, was it at that age we were expecting her to take out the baby, to take out the pregnancy? Because I want to believe that she must have been waiting. And now she found the pregnancy. And now you feel that there's a place for peaceful co-parenting. At the maximum, oh, we don't take children that are not legitimate children. Let's do a DNA. Be double sure. Confirm it. You don't just leave children to their mothers. Then all of a sudden you are thinking Omo Tibowale. Omo never traveled. I think that it's been in his peculiar nature. Because he's always in the news for something not too nice, not too outstanding, not too pleasurable. The last time it was plain stopper. And this time we are seeing Omo Bowale. I don't know. Sometimes it takes us back to check our character.
So look, who should we blame for just that? What happened at the event? We'll talk about all that has happened.
I don't blame the mother. Because I want to believe that at that point, Bisola Badmus was helpless. She's a very good actor in the industry, and her health conditions have even made her withdrawn. People no longer, brain tumor is not a joke. You understand? At this point, I don't blame her, but I blame those in the surroundings because I saw some notable actors.
We saw them.
And they once jumping, the chemical readers and and they were jumping and saying congratulations.
The one that followed them to his father that was spraying money on her chest.
Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll definitely dig deeper into this. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
real? No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me I love them oh, and that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and Omo, they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jez is right. All you're trying to say to you is for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter. Hope Now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope. Now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her. Ninja, your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to East Flash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that. Hey, we know
Thank you for staying with us. We're still talking about the reunion between father and son, and I had just asked who was to blame for that event that happened at that point before we go into what has happened in the past.
As I said, there were people there who went to whisper to the ear of the musician. There were people there celebrating.
Yes.
Now, if we look at the enablers, they are the enablers. Because they should have known that that was not the appropriate place. Even if you people had been trying underground, this Dayo Amusa is there, Fetia Balogun is there, a lot of them, Laide Bakari is there.
Is Laide
if they have been doing this on the ground, you understand? And aside from the party, we see a meeting, the boy was brought to the home and all of that. We will know but this one, it feels like Ojuaye to me, because still living in the industry, there's no love. I'm not sorry to say. You understand? Everybody is just looking for whose story is next. She was a subject of ridicule when this happened.
Yes.
They subjected her to a lot of ridicule. In fact, I'm very sure that this matter must have gotten her depressed one way or the other, which led to brain tumor.
Yes.
Is brain tumor a joke? Now, let's now go. So if we're trying to apportion blames now, I do not think the people there are the ones I will blame, because it was not the right place. Well, maybe it was the right thing to do, but it was not at the right place. That was the wrong place. It was somebody else's
party. Some people will say the mother is to blame for putting her son through that sort of public.
No, Mariam, I'm sorry. You cannot blame the mother. She's obviously at her wits. And you know, there's a thing with we Yorubas and the way we are being coerced. You understand? It's like, let him take responsibility. Calm down. Don't worry. We will be the one to talk about it. And if you can read her countenance and her emotions, she wasn't too pleased. If somebody was saying this there, that don't let the tears come down, how would you say she should not cry? Do you know how many things she has gone through?
Now, you don't even know why she was crying.
You don't even.
Let's break down the Yoruba song that he was singing.
Okay.
Omoti Bowale. You are finally acknowledging a son, 14 or 15 years. 15 years. You are now saying in that same song that Kafayatu Kiniko is using her name to say that all your work will not go in vain.
Okay.
You are finally saying to her, validating. This validation she has been asking of since, because every woman's dream is to be a mother. She wanted to be a mother. Unfortunately, she chose wrong the father. Okay. Because, God forgive me, she might think that she chose a popular person.
No, a lot of parents need to apologize to their children for the type of spouse they have.
Is better than the packaging. Maybe if she had just chosen one decent young man who's responsible enough to be a father, who wants to stay in her life and raise her son and support her, maybe she would have been better off. Because these whole popular, famous people things, I'm not inside. You know, she finally chose this man. Sadly so. And she didn't choose him under a marriage certificate. I'm not saying such things should be supported, but then it has happened. My problem with him is that from the day she said, this child is yours, why don't you behave like Davido and his family? Do a DNA and get this thing over with. Imagine that Sophia Momodu, who are still dragging who is the father of the baby since. We drag who the father of the baby is till we go to party, in somebody else's party. That's where you are validating her.
Because
validating the son. Now,
so in his defense, you catch me off guard. What's the best scenario in this case?
They did not catch him off guard until
that's another question. Let me shatter the table with the first question that you asked, right? See, there's no sentiment here and no emotions whatsoever. it's high time we started taking responsibility for our actions. And now I'm talking to the mother. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to choose the wrong person. It's okay that when you enter into the thing, the man, well, women, they used to use sweet words to deceive us, no problem. And I carry the belly, and I born the pikin, you not say you don't want. Why am I in 15 years, every day, I'm coming to force you to take a child? What is the problem?
Society.
No, don't say society. Listen.
I will say it.
You can't say that. There are so many single mothers. There are so many women that are divorced. They're still taking care of their children. So, you need to take responsibility for your actions. Something has happened. The man has said, I don't want. The man has rejected you and your child. Why are you looking? What are you looking for? What validation are you looking for from that same man? What is the problem? You've raised the man. You've raised this child for 15 years. What are you? Why do you need the validation of this one? Why is it so important to you that you can't do without it? What is the problem with women?
The woman wasn't asking him for marriage.
Let's also hear Yakub.
No, not marriage.
Okay, take Yakub. I'm coming.
Good morning, Yakub.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much, every one of you. Good morning once again.
Good morning.
To me, though this is my own personal opinion, as Dami rightly said earlier, Omo Tibowale, Omo never traveled before. It's another way around. It is the father that traveled out of the son's life.
Thank you.
Instead of him to be saying Omo Tibowale, Baba finally come back.
Thank you.
Because I give kudos. I can never blame the woman. Amaka, I understand your feeling. I know why you are saying that. I will never blame that very young woman. She did a lot in that son's life. What do you think that it would take for a woman to single-handedly brought a boy from day one till almost 12 or 13 years or 15 years thereabout? She passed through a lot of things. Because there was a time I read it on social media, there's a lot of things happened to this very particular woman. Even, Dami, I totally agree with you. Within their industry, there is no love. I can say that we are not among of them. We know what is going on. There's no love. There's no love. Dami know them. Dami is among of them. She know them in and out. See, those people that planned that very particular occasion, they are not doing well at all.
Thank you.
At all. If we want to see Omo Tibowale, have you ever accepted this song? Have you ever accepted it? You have never once accepted it, and then you have not accepted it in public. You are not singing to us that Omo Tibowale. Where Omo go before? Omo never go anywhere. You were the father that traveled out of the children, out of the son's life. And then now, all this suffering now, you are not telling us all your this the way you do is not going to go in vain. Who tells you that this woman cannot become anything without you? Good morning. God bless you, ladies.
Thank you, Yakub. Let me put this before you respond. Let me put this question out there. So after that happened, people were congratulating her, wiping her tears, almost as if finally the right thing has been done. And for me, it shows it's about culture here. It seems as if it's so important that this should have happened and even happened publicly.
So that's why I said that culturally there's no illegitimate child, and this is a Yoruba custom. This is a Yoruba. See, Amaka is Igbo. If an Igbo woman has a child and you deny that child, the child goes to her father. That's not a Yoruba culture.
Okay.
A child must have a father. And when that child did kind of controversy around that boy, the kind of public abandonment and humiliation that boy had to suffer, if there's no father forever, as in he never acknowledges that boy, the stigma will stay with that boy. So you cannot blame the mother for wanting to. Nobody asked a Yoruba woman whether she was married, though. It's who is the father of the child that is important. Talo Lomo is the question. It's not who marry you. It's usually Talo Lomo. Somebody slept with you and got you pregnant. Where is the man? So that question is very important. But you see where I have the problem, just as Dami said, you see those people around.
Yes.
Those people around, particularly the one that was spraying her immediately, who stood, somebody dragged her to the stage now. When her son went to greet, she was still seated now.
Okay, let me take,
somebody dragged her there, saying,
this.
Come and follow him.
No, sorry, Adenike from Egbeda is on the line. Good morning, Adenike.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please just listen to the phone directly, not to the TV.
Hello.
Right here. We can hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please, you can't blame this lady, please.
Okay, looks like we lost her.
So it is a Yoruba thing, and that's how our mentality has been shaped. Who will be the father? And she cannot place that child on any other person but the father. And she stuck to her story. And in this world of medical advancement, you cannot just do a DNA quietly and respect her. You dishonored her, you humiliated her for 15 years. You cannot blame her for standing outside and insisting, this is my son's father. You will see some people, it's the day that they are pouring them on the... Let me give you a funny story, a Yoruba story that happened back in university. I had a very close friend, and he had some kidney issues. He didn't tell us. Suddenly, he dies. This family has always seen him with the girl. They came, and he said she was pregnant. They kept harassing the girl for pregnancy. Meaning is that even if you people were not married, any child he has, come and collect. That's how deep the Yoruba custom is. They are from Yoruba, Lagos family. Yeah. They insisted that girl was pregnant. She's married now. The girl kept begging me, Auntie Shebi, you knew us somewhere. I said, I know you people. I don't even know you people cohabitating. She said, please, so they keep coming. I'm not pregnant. I have seen my period since he has died. Please, I don't know why. They keep insisting. They were doing oral for that. That's how important it was. So if it wasn't important, it's usually talo loyun, talo lomo. Those are the questions. Who is the father? Who is the owner of pregnancy? Those are the things that they usually ask. And it's a Yoruba custom. A child must have a pace. And so she stuck to that, and you humiliated her when you could have solved that problem. You could have privately done a DNA. Honor that child, but now you brought it up. We are still conversing it in public. Is it not the controversy we are still discussing? Yes. Which could have been avoided. Then the friends who say, go and let him go. And she probably thought, no, he will not. Let me just mind my business. Say, no, let him go. The boy stay clearly dressed. I mean, no, they interrupt me. They kill my flow.
Sorry, Issa from Okearo is calling. Let him add his own opinion.
Boy like that.
Issa, good morning, Issa.
Good morning, ladies of your view.
Good morning.
God will crown your efforts. Sister Nima, I want to agree with everything that you have said. I'm a successful single parent. I know what the woman was gone through. The only thing I want to say from my own view is that we don't know what the woman has gone through from this boy. Maybe the boy has been asking the mother,
he will ask,
hey, this man is still alive. I want to see him. Let him accept me. So we don't even know what happened after the party. The people that surrounded them, that they were praying, we don't know how far they have gone to reconcile them. So I don't want to blame everybody. You understand? But I don't know what now happened. Because this is how the boy, that he accepted me, there's no problem. And there's no problem. We know what to do later. But it's not the best fisher for Kwanwan. It's not the best. It's not. Good morning.
Thank you, Lisa. I think she's taking me to where I wanted to go next. And Amaka had mentioned it. We're talking about the boy himself. This public reunion that happened. How do we think that boy would fare? You know, seeing these videos play back to back. But then also said, I think somebody said here that maybe he has been asking about, maybe he has been asking about the father. So could it be that we may think it's a negative, but to the boy it's a positive? And I think there's something people are not talking about yet, which is that public acceptance must be important to the mother as well. What if they had done the DNA quietly and everything, and after all that she has gotten, you know, all the backlash she's gotten, they did a DNA and he accepted him privately. Would it have been enough for her, especially since
no, there's no accepting that child privately. No, he must do a public announcement.
So
did that work then?
Either public or private. Even in the private, Nima, it will come to our eyes. We will hear. It is the ear of king in the bush, the ear of king at home.
Yes,
we will know. So it would have been better if it was done very privately and the news now came to public and everybody is trying to scamper for news. So what happened? How did they go about it? Who were the people there? And people were asking genuine questions, not this public show of shame. I'm sorry. Because truthfully, I remember seeing Bisola Badmos's video when she was down with ailment. God bless Kunle Afod. He's also an actor. Kunle Afod was the one who made us to know that all the while we didn't see her on the scene, she was battling brain tumor. And that was when Nigerians rose up. Nigerians, see, I'm having goosebumps because Nigerians are nice people. And because people knew from the inception that she had claimed, because she had an affair with Kwamwan, that she had claimed that this child belongs to Kwamwan. So I think that also compelled the pity that she got, that, oh, you gave birth to somebody of this magnitude and this might, and he neglected your child. For what reasons, I don't know. Maybe Kwamwan felt he can eat his cake and have it. You know, they want to enter everywhere. But on the woman's side, she needed that pregnancy. She wouldn't have kept it if she didn't need it, knowing fully well that animal shall need daddy. You understand?
Yeah,
we are donating freely everywhere. So at this point, I think even for the boy must have felt some kind of way, because at some point it was only the boy and his mother.
Yeah.
The boy became his mother's best friend. He became his mother's doctor, because we saw videos. He became his mother's.
Taking care of her.
He was the one taking care of her.
It's only family.
I do not think at that point, if the boy had sat down and said, okay, there was a father who actually neglected us, who has enough to give, but didn't give, and I don't think the boy will really open his arms like that. After spending.
Thank you so much, Dami. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll continue with our conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to East Flash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot on for you.
You already know, guys. East Flash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's East Flash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria.
Thank you for staying with us. Amaka, you wanted to jump in?
Yes, I wanted to talk about the emotional and mental state of the young man, right? Because, you know, it's one thing to feel, and over the years, you've seen the drama with your mom trying to get validation for you and acknowledgement for you in terms of who your dad is, okay? And then we also see how most times kids can get bullied in school, right? About father, or who is your father, what does your father, you know, a whole lot of things. And maybe his friends at school, maybe they don't even know his circumstance or situation. But now with this out there, social media doesn't forget. This boy is 15 years. Most of his classmates and friends, everybody has a phone. They have parents that have phones. So now his whole life is on display, right? And so his whole life now is a conversation, whether positive or negative. So you can just imagine how that affects his mind as a child. Yes, as a child. And nobody really talks about that. And like what one of the callers said and what Dami said like that, the boy didn't go anywhere. It's the father that left. And it's so sad that when he decided to do a public acknowledgement, he did not now take responsibility for his actions to even apologize. Because having done that, that would have made it, as in, that would have made it look better, like to say, to look sort and to say, to apologize to you, owe him an apology. Yeah, you did not do that. So just thinking that I can just come and hug you and sing about you makes everything okay. No, you need to take responsibility for your actions. Apologize to that young man and his mom.
Yeah, Amaka, I love that you said that, but also I need us to now look deeply into our traditions and our culture. The role of a father seems to be so important in spite of how that father shows up for you. We have heard stories of people who grew up without their fathers, but at the point of getting married, they have to go and look for a father that was never there, because that's the only way that will validate a marriage. In fact, the in-laws will be, where is your father? If you don't have this, if you don't, your father does not show that you are from a good home. So this, I can see, is one of the reasons why a mother like this would do it for a son, to show to the world, or that he has a father. So the question is now towards society. What do we accept going forward? Culture is something that we accept. We can change it. We can keep, hold. Is this something we would like to change and see differently? That's one. Secondly, I would like for you to put in your conversation is, when a man publicly accepts a child like this, what happens next? Does that mean that he now takes him home to his house and introduce him to his other siblings and say, you are now part of the family? Or it's just to say, we have accepted you, we know you, by the floor?
So you see, the mistake that we make is that to assume that the child must live in the father's house. The father can have houses. The mothers can choose not to live. The way the culture was, a woman can say, I'm from Shaki, I'm from Ishenya, I'm from this, I'm from that, and choose to stay where she is. She's married to him. She birthed children for him. They know their father. He comes once in a while. They know who their father is. I am the child of so and so.
How about the children?
He can be his maternal siblings he's with per time. Maybe the extended step sibling later, but children grow up in their mother's house still knowing their dad. So the mistake that the child needs to be in Ijebu with him, that's a mistake. But the child, wherever he is, should know that his father is this person and not be ashamed to use his left hand to point the house of his father. That's a mistake. So even if he had acknowledged this child and say, yes, and I don't even need this party thing. I think that because, any music he sings at parties is an album. Now we'll be listening to album Momo Kombo Wale and be reminded of this rubbish mistake. I think he shouldn't have recorded this kind of thing with his art, because his art is always recorded. Your lawyers can come out publicly and say this. And it's not because of property, because some people mistake it and think, oh, she was after his money or something. It's not always about that. Because you can put together a will and decide what goes where. Some people die and their entire estate is even given out, in charity. And it's happened here. Some have created an endowment out of their estate and asked their children, work for your own money, I've raised you. So anything could have happened. But this child, you would have accepted the child, maybe combine a working, and I don't think that the women in his lives, they'll contribute to raising their kids. Combine a working plan with the mom and co-parent easily. But since you didn't do that, and now you have acknowledged the child, go from there, make a compensation that looks like it. Because I don't think that woman will be compensated. I don't think she will be compensated. I don't think he has any plans to compensate her. For him, it was a one night something. That's the way it was for me. He didn't expect a pregnancy from this, which is why he didn't want to accept the pregnancy. Even if you didn't accept the mother, my people for Edo, we say, would they do them? We know they accept mama, would they accept Pikin?
Okay.
A Pikin is a Pikin. They know you can say this mother, I will never be with her, but now that she's pregnant, I will take my responsibility with my child.
Good morning, Abayomi.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Good morning.
We can hear you. Good morning.
Concerning that program you're talking about, there is one thing. there is one thing you people did not notice. You see, you made a program yesterday, and you said something about this two-case Libya with Mr. Azan. Each time we want to make a relationship, we should look for a man. A woman should look for a man of his own standard, and a woman should look for a man of his own standard. You see, Danny said something that there is possibility this lady has been looking for child for long, and she has the opportunity from Alhaji Wasiu. You see, there are some men. When you are even dating them, you will not even have your seat. If you look at on that show, that boy was standing far away from Alhaji. It was some people that gave the boy that went to Alhaji, his 2IC, that spoke to him. After speaking to him, and the boy now have it, Alhaji now look at the boy like this. I think he has not met him before. Okay. I think he has not even heard of that story or something like that. He now seen his hand to him to come and shake him. You will see those ladies, those Bisola Badmo's friends. Yes, they were even standing aside. You see, there are some things I want to you see. There are some guys. I want to give an example. I have a guy in my working place. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He impregnates one lady in my working place, but he's not able to take this pregnancy. There was a day this lady on Saturday. This lady brought that child to our working place on the field like this. Do you notice one thing that guy did? Immediately he saw that lady and saw that child like this. He left that premises. He went to his car and he left that working place. All this, if you know Alhaji very well, if those ladies did not make any move, Alhaji can slap anybody.
Okay. Thank you.
If they did not bring him down before the appearance of that boy, he can rub it anybody.
Thank you, Abayomi, for your contribution. Yeah. I think that makes you.
Thank you. I think I'll pick you from what the caller said. Like he said, Abi, that if they didn't calm him down before going to him with the case of the boy, that Alhaji can slap anybody. You know, violence like that.
That's according to
now, my point here is that it's okay to apportion blames at any time. But now I was looking forward to seeing after the party what next.
That's the question I have.
Like you asked, was he introduced to his siblings? Because I know like the few stories we've heard, if you're accepted, if Alhaji accepts you, you get introduced to other siblings. At least I think they always have this kind of reunion, maybe Christmas. He allows his children, everybody comes around, sits with him. I know him to be somebody, like we've read about him, to be somebody who loves children. So I do not know, probably there was an issue
with the mother
and the pregnancy, because we Yorubas still always believe that the wife you don't like the child. Let's not take out that sentiment. So it might have been that maybe he wasn't expecting pregnancy from her. You came up that you're pregnant. We never had this agreement. Or probably he thought, Abi, she's lying. Do you understand? Then I'm saying then, Abi, she's lying. But over the years, you've seen that this same woman had continued on the same topic. She had continued to say, this is your child. And all of the people around her, especially the actors, the female actors, they know.
Because all of them were present in Ijebu. Those women that were hugging her were present in Ijebu for that
mother's burial and all of that. So at what point did you people start to make this at what point did you people start to create this negotiation or this acceptance? Because I believe that, like what the caller said, they can drive the boy to the house and create a fuss. Do you understand? But the woman is nice enough, calm enough to say, okay, you know what, it will happen at its own time, and she allowed it. So they should. I don't think people should bash her over her and wanting her child to feel loved.
When we come back, we'll move on from what they've done to here on after, you know. But we have a call. Vincent from Egbeda. Good morning, Vincent.
Good morning, lady.
Good morning. Welcome to the
morning,
show.
Ladies.
Good morning.
I can see you.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please make your contribution.
Okay. First and foremost, my people, I'm from Delta State.
Okay.
My people will tell you that you can deny a marriage or a relationship, but you cannot deny a child.
Thank you.
So for me, it is an act of irresponsibility for him to have denied that child that long. Today now we are talking about acceptance, whatever stage he's put on, that's what we are looking at. Nobody is talking about the trauma the woman has gone through for 15 years. The culture and society is against the female folk. Yeah. When things like this happen, we always look at the male side. But the truth is that our culture and tradition usually is against the female folk. You left a woman, nobody is talking about the pain, the agony from birth to 15 years. There was a time somebody came up and said it was Sanwo-Olu's son. There's always a way to go about it. Even if you doubt the paternity of that child, there is always a way to go about it to show your responsibility that you are responsible. You are a public figure. You are not just an ordinary person. You could have as well, you have the means to do a DNA and approach the lady quietly or whichever way you choose it to finalize this issue rather than bringing this drama. And then people are dancing, rejoicing because he accepts his own child. I think society needs to begin to look at this thing because nobody is talking. No group is talking. That woman has gone through 15 years of trauma. Nobody is talking about that. And then today now he has accepted the child and then he's going to throw a party and then everybody goes their way. I think that is where we are. As a people, we must be responsible. Being responsible is not being wealthy or being social or being well known. No, it has to do with the legacy you leave.
Yeah.
It has to do with how you handle issues that come to public.
Exactly.
You have a child 15 years. Then someday the child becomes a known person. That's when you will show up. There is the story of a man who abandoned his daughter, the only daughter he had. And then when the daughter became a medical doctor and was now getting married, he showed up and said he wants to be the father. And the girl said, "You are not my father." And people were blaming the girl. I said, "Why will you blame the girl?" Being a father is not just being the ability to impregnate a woman. You must also be there to show the role of a father. So if you couldn't show that role for that long, a girl who is now 22, you are showing up on her wedding day to claim that you are a father. You are not. Nobody's going to deny that you gave birth to,
Thank you,
to her.
Vincent.
But being a father, you've not.
Thank you, Vincent, for those words. I think you
I like
very powerful contributions. But let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with our conversation. Stay with us.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me, I don't.
Thank you for staying with us. So, ladies, you know, I'd asked, and I like where Vincent took us, to society, our expectations. I already told you about how, you know, we expect a child to have a father. That's why we drag fathers from wherever they are during weddings and marriages, because it's important to us. It's society that enforces that. There's also something I feel we haven't spoken about. We have usually spoken about women who have relationships with married men as if those women are bad women. We have called them out, and sometimes we feel that when that child is not accepted, it's almost as punishment for their bad behavior for going into a relationship with a bad man. So does this absolve her of being in a relationship with a man that she knew was was married?
So we're talking society now, but you brought it back to women. They are bad women.
We're part of society.
They are bad women.
Yes.
There are women who see a good guy going forward, maybe he's engaged or is married, who target him that I must be a part of this success. I see it, I must be a part of it. Okay. I remember as a young guy, I was saying to somebody, I said, you're a good success story, but maybe that's not part of my story, because we were engaged and it was such an abusive relationship. And I had to let it go. But some women would die there. Some women will see that the relationship have even my cousin's entire engagement that we're celebrating broke up because one girl came one night to help him and then she slept over, and 3 months later she insisted she was pregnant, and she said because she's Christian she must not have the child. Her mother is mother in Mary, so whatever. They bullied them into that marriage. So a lot of women do those things, forget it, but they're customs. People have dealt with it because we're talking society.
Yes.
In the Benin, Rich Delta, what we do is that you can say this woman, the way we met, how it went, it didn't work for me, I don't want her. But you cannot say that about a child.
About the child. You have, both of you.
If the child don't come down, the child don't come be that. If the child grows up later, they say, no, he's behaving like he's legitimate. You can do a DNA, but not that, you cannot say, no, that child was not mine. Except the woman on her own is toxic and say, you will not until you marry me, bullying you with the child. Okay. You can take a break and give her space until she gets back her senses, but not one that is conforming and asking that, see, my child, this is my father, the father. Then you see, there's something about those enablers that Dami called that time. They are the narrative setters.
Okay.
The one that follow her probably dragged her to the stage. That was that name, the actress I said that had golden hair and Gillian at the stage that dragged her to him. What's that? Laide.
Laide, okay.
It's Laide. So I feel that Laide dragged Bisola to that place, to the podium, because Bisola was too teary. She even stood behind. It was Laide that was closer to her. I almost thought the boy was her son until I look well and I remember the story. Those are the enablers, the narrative setters, who make it okay for this to happen. Who are too forgiving.
Okay, they said there's no Laide in the video.
The golden hair lady.
They said she was not at the party.
Maybe she looks
that had this rolled up gilly.
Maybe when we see it again.
Watch it again. If she's not the one, please give me the name of that person.
Okay.
That woman was the assistant enabler. The people who went and they were hugging her, making it seem okay, they're fine, just take it now. If when he has given you a recognition, just this validation is okay, take it how you get it. They are the enablers, the setters of society where young men no longer think it's responsible to marry. Who think when they watch this, they say, oh, anyhow it happen. When you, Daddy was talking about, you know, fathers who abandon children.
But I've heard this, many times.
This is not.
So let's talk about
yes, good. They'll say the child will come and look for me anyways. People are,
okay, so but some people start that narrative. Some people make it. Some people are permissive of this kind of things and make it normal.
So that's the society we are talking about.
So when you want to talk about society, let's talk about the African culture and African society. We're a polygamous society, right? And we can also see that in this particular setting, it's a polygamous setting, okay? Yeah. So you can't say she went and she was dating a married man. She can date him because she wants to be part of the family because it's a polygamous setting, right? So you can't, in this particular instance, we can't apportion that kind of blame in this instance because we're talking about a polygamous family and a man that has chosen to take multiple wives. So if the man that has chosen to take multiple wives comes up to me to say he wants to date me, and if I've chosen to be one of the wives, I can date that person. Do you understand? Because that's our culture. But then you also remember that also back in the day, our culture, when a man decides that he wants to have something to do with you and then you get pregnant, families come together and they force you to get married, to take responsibility for your actions, for the child, that you must marry that person, whether you like it or not. So you can marry her as one of your wives, one of the wives that you don't like, maybe you don't talk to, maybe you never touch, but you must give her cover. That's also the culture and our society as Africans, okay? So it's no longer about culture or society, it's now about him as a person. Not being irresponsible because, like you said, Dami said, gross irresponsibility. So not even taking responsibility for his action, denying both the woman and the child, right? Not owning up. And even when an opportunity was given to him to take responsibility for his actions, he did not even apologize. He made it about the boy coming back home instead of acknowledging the fact that he's the one that left.
Doesn't society give a man that sort of audacity to reject and accept when he's willing to? We have had many stories like that, but just to correct you, Nima, they said it's chemical radiated that was in the video.
That one that had to go to
chemical radiated.
Yeah. I think that if we come to society, I will still use Kwamwan's song. It says, Kaluku lo ni tiye lara, nibi to fi ha ofo eyan onise lomi láyé bí ṣebí gbogbo wa pátá ni mola bámúbámú ẹni tí le ba mo ba ni bara o kile umbaka. Let me translate. All of us are culpable, all of us are sinners, but it is the person who the day breaks upon that is being caught. Okay. So we don't know what a lot of these enablers, people in that party, they have children that they have not accepted. We will find people of such.
That culture that they have set.
It's a very dangerous one. It's a two-sided thing. Okay. And I do not think that most women, I don't think we will win any war against the men because it has been set that way, and that's how we follow it. But my problem is, if you want to follow it, stay on the lane where you will not have to juxtapose. And you are here, you are there. You are here today, you are there tomorrow. Stay on one lane. Pick a side. That's why I always have a problem with society. Pick a side. If you know that, what he has done. Personally, if I were to be at that event, there's nothing you can use me to beg God. I won't stand up. Because I do not even see it as though it feels like everybody feels okay. Oh, yeah, like Neema said, he has accepted. Your troubles are over. Your days of suffering are over. Your anguish is over. As if it's from that night he will begin to dish out the money and accept the boy and change his will and all of that. Funnily enough, it does not change this man's attitude towards the boy.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean genuine acceptance. Because I think that even the song that should have been sung at that event was, I'll sing it later, but I will not sing it now. Because the song should have been changed. It should have been an apology that, I was the one who left. I was the one who didn't acknowledge. You people should just forgive me.
Even if he didn't apologize to Bisola, because maybe, just as you said, he didn't expect her to get pregnant. But you see the child.
That's
when that boy is standing.
That's why, because this matter had to come to us as a society. That's why I said, we the society, girl, we need apology. Because even the society contributed. We're talking about society.
I don't need this apology. I'm not part of that society. But you see that boy. That boy needs more than an apology. Yes. That boy needs a father who will make up for years of abandonment. And he will show up publicly and apologize and accept him.
Thank you. Yeah. Are we saying that? Thank you, ladies. I mean, I feel like we have really dug deep, into this.
You did not add the part.
Which part?
That's things like this make women, Natasha.
Make women angry.
Yes,
no. So I feel that there's so many lessons that we have learned, in this scenario and how it has played out. But obviously, I think an apology for that child is truly important. You know, it's truly important. But thank you, ladies. That's all we can take on this conversation. Let's go on a short break. When we'll come back, you sing the song, and then we'll talk about our second topic.
Exactly.
Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Grandma now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new tvcentertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express, premium gist on cruise mode. Always first, always latest.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter. Hope na that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope na the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija, your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to East Flash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. East Flash can be the best.
Thank you for staying with us. And before we start our second hot topic, just before we left, Dami had a song for us. So let her usher us with that song, and then we get onto our next topic.
No, the song is not for you people. The song is for Alaji, because I like his music, and that song should have been Emi Baba ti wale no ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ yìí ẹ dákun ṣàforíjì fún mi Emi Baba ti wale no.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Baba,
I've come. The matter is complicated.
You people should just forgive me. Yes. I have come back home.
Wonderful.
You should have been that song.
All
wow.
right.
What's the one inspiration? Instrumental I need.
Let's talk about our next hot topic. They say the internet was on fire yesterday after a simple post about parenting turned into a full-blown gender war. It all started when a woman warned men to make sure they have at least one daughter, claiming sons could abandon their fathers in the hospital while rushing off to help friends that have not been good to them. But what really sent Nigerians into meltdown was the next statement. She made another statement, and she urged men to marry another wife if their first wife gives birth to 6 girls, because in her words, daughters are not real children. real men birth sons. That comment exploded across social media. Women quickly fired back, reminding everyone that it is actually the man who determines the sex of a child, not the woman, and that love and care in old age have nothing to do with whether you raise sons or daughters. Others joked, some dragged the argument, and a few wonder Nigerians are not ready for this conversation. One thing is clear, this debate has touched a nerve, and it is still raging. So ladies, what is really at the heart of this conversation? Why do we place so much value on the gender of a child? And is Nigeria finally ready to have this discussion? For our viewers, please join this conversation on 0201-635-2013 or 090-241-63440. And you can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. So this conversation is really about who will take care. First of all, was about who will take care of you in your old age. I've heard stories, right, where you see parents in their old age, the children that you see around them doing like proper caring, nursing care is the daughters or wives of the sons. You hardly see the sons doing the care itself. But does it mean that boys do not care at all for the children? Is this really about the gender, or is it a parenting issue on how you raise both your daughters and your sons? Ladies, what do you think about this gender war going on?
Most Nigerian men, they've left the room, they've left this conversation.
Oh,
yes,
they've walked out.
They've walked out, yes, because I had a conversation yesterday with a colleague, is a male colleague, and he made a comment where he said, you know, the Lagosians, for example. So let's just narrow it down to Lagos State. The Lagosians, yes, are perceived to be, you know, experienced, that they are perceived to be the worst sub place where exposed where people feel that they know what everything is about. But when you go in depth, their way of thinking and the kind of things that they do, you'll be amazed that it's not by that they use the word. He said we have a lot of educated illiterates and men that have backward thinking, because gender does not determine loyalty. The child that shows up emotionally, financially, in every way possible, has nothing to do with a certain type of chromosome. Yes, it's a child that has decided to show up. That's why you can find out that in a home, you can have 2 children, you can have 5 children, but then just one continues to show up. Maybe 4 shows up and 1 doesn't show up. It's not the same upbringing, it's not the same choice, it's not the same love that you gave to the children. But then at the end of the day, as adults, we make our own choices. There are kids that are conditioned certain ways that, please, they don't want to be stressed. And even within the home system, the parents and the other siblings enable that behavior by saying, oh, he doesn't like to be stressed. Oh, let's not send him message, or let's not send her message. Why another child that maybe is hardworking shows up in the kitchen or for the parents and everything, they enable that person so hardworking. So in future, what do you think will happen? Do you understand? The child that has always shown up and always showed empathy will grow up to still be that same child that shows empathy. The child that you also enabled him not to be empathetic or enabled her not to be empathetic will not. So it has nothing, for me, it has nothing to do with the chromosomes or whether parenting. It's parenting, and not just parenting. It also has to do, because you can parent your child from today to tomorrow.
What he decides
and
to
the child will decide to be the monster that they want to be.
Nima, what do you think? For her. Worry say, me gonna let me bump pick you and not pity me. You see, duty is different from empathy. When you get old, you see the difference. It's huge, it's wide. Recently in my life, I have seen it. Some people show up for duty. Oh, she's my parent. What would the world say? They will say, did I care for her? Was I there? But the one that is empathetic towards the parent shows up differently. It's a different thing that my mother cannot work again. I'm holding her, I'm working.
And this is irrespective of gender?
Yeah, this is irrespective of gender. The one that is, I'm working and I'm saying to her, I'm working now. You said they try now. Unlike the one that knows that she's aging and loving her beautifully in her weakness. So, I'm married to a man who shows up for both parents, despite which gender it was. I saw my husband with his dad. I saw my husband with his mom. I have never seen that kind of love from a man to a parent. It's supposed to be a woman's thing. So this nonsense she's saying that women are made for old age, for that women they show up. Yes, so it's a thing. You know, naturally we are naturals. When it comes to the time when you need to show up for family, and I was with my dad when my father was dying, but my brother was also there. When it was time to pack the body, it was my husband that came and said, go and sit down, let me handle it for you on your behalf. Yeah. So some people are just naturally empathetic people, and they are the ones who make the world a better place. Not one child, whether girl or boy. May God not let her born pikin, we no duty, we no get pity. She go know the difference of this narrative she's stating. Because some people will not have tested things, they'll be talking from a comfortable place. Maybe your own parents do not go through geriatric conditions. You will not be saying, picking away pity. Now, the one will buy you gold for your old age. Now, in pity, you gold where you not go pack commons. Or the picking will send money to your account. Now, in pity, you money where you not go carry go. But the child who lives his own life for you, who knows the way you will eat, what you will wear, what you drink, who is concerned, how is my mom feeling, who you cry, and the child will break down. That's your child. Whether the child is girl or boy. Sometimes we go on and on as if people can choose who and who to born. My father had 4 girls he born. Which choice does he have? But we chose to be empathetic, and so that's it. If we choose not to be, I am even too busy. Sometimes I judge myself. Too busy to really be available for any parent. So the child that is there for you is not about gender, and you have not seen that child, not because you are born boys or you're born girls. You don't know that child yet. Pray that when your old age reach, when the time for that test comes, that you are not just morally lucky. It's about the child.
No, Dami, I would like for you to go, but let's go on a short break. When we come back, just so that I don't break up your thoughts, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll listen to Dami's take.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith,
believing in rain and harvest. Hope is the youth unafraid to rise,
rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Thank you for staying with us, Dami.
I think just to wrap up, every single individual who knows that they want to go through parenthood should pray for a kind child. You cannot overemphasize or underemphasize it. Either male, either female, either you have albino, any child you have, just pray for a kind child. It is the kindness of the child that will not look at, oh, my daddy is this, oh, he didn't do this, oh, my mommy is this, oh, she didn't do that. Because sometimes we ask for ambiguous things and we forget the littlest things, the important things to ask for a kind child. So the issue of, yes, I know that normally men, because they get married, so they import another woman into their homes, they become of that family. When women also go here, it's like vice versa. Do you understand? But most importantly, whether you were good to that child or bad, a kind child is a kind child. You will still hear, oh, even if my father abandoned us when we were younger, we have forgiven him, let's show up for him. Even if my mother did things that were not too proper, now that we know, let's show up for her.
I hear you, Dad, but where would the child learn this? I've heard all of you say, I've heard you people say, pray for the child. Where is the place of raising a child to be that way, and where's the place of modeling? Children usually also, they take on what they see. In what ways have you shown kindness to your spouse, to your own parents, that your child has seen, that they understand that, okay, this is something that we do in our home? Do you understand? Yes. So sometimes I hear the prayer part, and I hear the, oh, you raise a child as much as you want, and then he turns out, but really, would you raise a child that's completely unkind if you are kind, and if kindness is something that is the culture in your home?
Yes. Happenstance and circumstances happen. Sometimes the way the Bible says is that my ways are not your ways.
Yes.
Sometimes we have this plan and God has another plan.
Okay.
Sometimes we cannot even fault it. And we keep asking ourselves, like, where did I go wrong? Some parents did all they could. You know they are kind people. But maybe I would excuse myself to say sometimes the way God brings karma, you don't know. It might be that child treating you wrong. That is the karma of what you have done to somebody else years or long time, or even your great-grandparents. We don't know. Because you can try. Okay, yesterday, quickly, my older son had a sprain in his ankle and he was being massaged. And the youngest one, 8-year gap, was holding him and like chasing everybody and don't touch him, don't do it. And in my head, I sat down there and I was telling my friend who was there that I don't even know that they had this kind of bond. But because I was always telling my older one that look out for your younger brother. Yeah. That is the responsible thing to do. That is the appropriate thing to do. So I don't, yesterday was just like a facade, like really? Yeah. He was really chasing everybody, like don't touch him, and he was holding on to his brother. I only can pray that it continues in that manner.
Okay, so let's now come to science and not prayers. So we can't take away genetics when it comes to children, right? And what am I saying? That's why you find out that some parents have kids and then you say, oh, this child is really behaving like my grandmother. This child is behaving like my sister. This child. So if you can raise the child all you want in the best way, but if they have certain genetics of wickedness, it's not. No, let's not laugh.
No, it's possible. No, it happens.
I'm not laughing. Yes. Genetics of certain genetics play a role, and it's now your duty as the parent to now really see that, oh, this child is behaving in a certain way, is behaving like this so person, right? Has these characteristics. Then you now work extra hard to make sure that wickedness that was in my sister, you will not have it. Yes.
Good. I like that you took us there. Parenting, being deliberate about instilling the sort of values that you want. So let me tell you a quick story. Yesterday, so I have a sore on my leg that I've been dealing with. My mom yesterday, she wanted, she asked me to soak the foot in water, salt water and everything. My daughter was all around me. My son just said, sorry, mommy, and he left. I thought, nah. Yeah. I like empathy, but what I want is, I appreciate his kindness and his love. But for me, what matters is love in action. I made him get that water. I made him get the salt. I made him stand over me and do it. He was upset. He was like, why? I said, because I want you to teach. It's not enough to say the words. It's not enough to feel and have just the intention. You have to act it. Then I told him, I said, if you don't do well, if you don't show this sort of kindness, your wife will leave you. He now smiled. I said, yes, because sometimes we're not deliberate and intentional about enforcing the sort of values that our children take it for granted. They're used to receiving, not used to giving. So this is something I think we need to work on. Prayer is good, but intentional parenting and modeling is also important.
I agree with you. But just as Amaka said, some things, and Dami said, some things are not within your immediate control. You do your very best. Imagine you raising your child deliberately to be a certain kind person, and life happens. Something triggers something that changes that person. My own is that where I'm from, you're constantly forgiving and trying to amend that child. You are constantly, we were raised to be such upright individuals, my parents, standard, moral, high in my house. But something happened in my house to test that training. I don't have the permission to check.
Yeah, no problem.
Happened in my house to test that training right in there. And my parents were saying to themselves, oh, this is where we went wrong. I heard both of them saying it. I'm a third child. I've heard this side. I heard when they are judging their first two. I heard when they are judging their last. So it happens. Anything can happen to make your child leave the line you've taught them. So my mother would say, when you correct your picking finish, you go sit in there and say, God, help me endorse it. Because you can only do what you can.
You can only try your best.
Yeah. So, ladies, thank you so much for this conversation. And I feel like the lessons that we have learned is about parenting. We understand that sometimes you can raise this child and still that child turns out that the way that they want. But are we not afraid? Sometimes are we not giving excuses for this bad behavior? We're like, we have done our best. We have raised the child. It's how it turned out, without really giving the work that we're meant to. Without really doing the work that we're meant to do.
Let's go to the people who did the work.
How many of them really turn out bad for those that really do the work?
After you did the work, like Nima said, and that was my point. Life can happen after you have done the work, and now you are seeing the results. Are you not expecting? You read. You did well in the exam. You're expecting an A. And here we are, children will say, I read, I did it, but they gave me F. Who gave you F? It's life.
And we also need to take into cognizance the fact that that people can only give what they have. So as a parent, if I don't understand intentional parenting, that I'm going to believe that I'm giving my best because that's all I know. So if you don't know better, you can't do better.
Nima, last words to parents and to children.
My own is God show me mercy in my old age. Give me a beautiful old age.
And beautiful death. Do you know the beautiful thing about this conversation? We didn't make it about gender. We all came out. So it's about how we raise them, how we pray for them, and how they eventually turn out. It does not matter if they are daughters or sons. Thank you so much, ladies, for your contributions. And to the viewers, thank you again for joining us on a wonderful show. And we hope you'll join us tomorrow on another exciting show. Bye for now.